Okay, so first we'll wash hands. Yeah, pour a little water, rub it like this 3 times. Then we sip 3 times, and then the last one you'll rub and pass over your head. Okay, this is just as we have taken a bath, purified ourselves to perform this puja. We are asking by the repetition of that mantra, when this is all complete on behalf of your dad, may you be internally purified also. Yeah? Om Gange Shayamane Shaiva Godavari Saraswati Narvada Sindhu Kaveli. Sip a little bit. Om Achutaye, Om Anantaye, Hari Om Govindaye. Rub your hands and pass it over your head. Rakshamam Sharanagata. Om Kusasito, second to last finger, right hand. The other one goes in the index finger. Pushpainti Sarva Devanam Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaram. Alright, beta. Rub your hands together a little bit. Om Sri. Alright, put it like so. Just touch to your lips 3 times. Om Raghavaye, Keshavaye, Madhavaye, Govindaye. Rub your hands like so. Okay. You lost all your hair, boy. Okay. This one. Come, Betty. Om Ganga Yamuna Saraswati Namaha. Sip. Raghavaye, Keshavaye, Madhavaye. Rub your hands again, like so. Pavitram Samarpayami. Sri Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaram. Hari Om Sri Pitranam Puja Pitrakaram Sanskar. Om Raghavaye, Keshavaye, Madhavaye, Govindaye. Om Kusastu Brahma Kushmadhe Janardanaham Kushpainti Sarva Devanam Rupoyang Prati Ghatatam Iti Dhupam Samarpayami. Yeah, beta. Devotees, on behalf of Keval, his son, daughter-in-law, grandchildren, Dulahin, Swagatam. Welcome to this. It's a concluding rites. We as Hindus believe in a book that gives us the laws governing our Sanatan Dharam. It is called a Manusmriti. And that Manusmriti states that there are different rites of purification that is performed. So, even prior to coming into this world, from the time of conception, as soon as parents realize that a child is conceived, we have to start giving thanks to God. So in the physical development of that child coming, the sort of life that the parents would live determines the sort of children that you bring into the world. And after coming, we have many other sanskars that are performed. You know, like we believe, as soon as a child is born, you look for the guru, you look for the pandit. Why? You want to get a name. So astrologically, according to the day, date and time that you are born, a specific name is given to you. It's called Namkaran Sanskar. Then, when that child starts eating a little solid food, you do another prayer. Salt food, another prayer. Starting school, Vidya Sanskar. And as you go along, you take Gurumukh Sanskar, which is having a guru in your life. So side by side with your academics and so, you are also inculcating spiritual values in your child. So as they grow up, when that time comes for you to get married and so, they would be fully equipped to handle challenges that faces you in this life. So we go along like this, then you get married, and the cycle goes on like this. it does not end when someone parts with his mortal coil. We believe that they are after that rituals. Okay? So prior to coming, while you are here, and even after we are gone, there are rituals that are performed. I must say today, this alone shows the upbringing of all of you. This is why you are doing what you have to do today. And as I called it, and keep calling it, very dutiful in what you are doing. Very commendable. And I know it would have been a learning process for you over the last couple of weeks, and even to the time that Dad was in the hospital, and so many new things popped up and came up in your lives. And I guess many new things were learned about your father also, his, life and his thoughts and his beliefs and all of these things, which only came to understanding after he passed on. But I must say that I congratulate you all for doing this that you have to do. We call this a Shraddha ceremony. When you say Bhandara, Bhandara is only the eating part of it, the food that you offer. But this is called Shraddha. Shraddha comes from a word, Sanskrit word, which is called Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. So this is a sort of abstract worship that you are doing here. Meaning that we have to have that implicit faith that all that we are doing is going to go for Him. Okay? And like in anything else, when you have belief in something, when you have belief in someone, there are certain expectations that come from it. And we are hoping, wishing, and expecting that all of this we have done with all our hearts and minds and everything, and the focus that we have performed all of these actions, may it help that soul to realize that position that we would all want him to be. All of these that you see here represent one day from the day of the funeral. Today is the 13th day, right? So you have 12, this big one fits here, which is 13. That is called sustenance for the soul. What is it made of? It is made of the ground rice. Okay? It is made out of urdi that you make sahina also with. Urdi, very nutritious. You add honey, you add milk, and all of these things, and the black sesame seed, and you make them into balls. So each one that we offer, representing each one of the days on that travel. Today, anytime between now and midday, so as it is when we do our first opening prayer, it's our belief that the soul of Papa, Daddy, will sit strategically where he would observe everything that is taking place. Okay? And when this is finished, he is going to accept all of this, not after midday, but by midday, and for the final time, he is going to accept it, accepting it as an offering that is being done for him in particular. So whatever he would have done in his life, all the noble things that he would have done in his life, all the good karmas we call it, actions that he would have performed, if there are any missing little bits and pieces for him to merge into oneness with God, you all have completed that by your offering from the day of the funeral. Prior to that, even when he was not well and so, but let's say from the day of the funeral, coming on to this time, I am sure enough is got that he would not come back. We call it the cycle of births and deaths. It is called, in Hindi, Janam Janam Ke Phere. A cycle of births and deaths means there's a karmic wheel that we have to go around. But in that karmic wheel, there's a small little exit point, one little exit point, that you release yourself from the cycle of births and deaths. When we come as human beings, why are we called the highest in God's creation? You know, Modern science today tells you, but it's our belief from time immemorial, that there are 8,400,000 living species upon Earth. From a one-cell creature, doctor, how you call it? Amoeba, a one-cell creature, to the most complex of them all, which is a human being. In between there, 8,400,000. And you know, if you take one of each of those and you put them on that little stool there, you are going to observe something. That you and I as a human being is going to stand out. Stand out amongst all of those creatures. Our Puranas, our Vedas, our sacred texts say, Bade Bhagyamanushitananda Pava. That, oh man, congratulate yourself. Amongst all of these, you have the most prestigious birth there is. Suraduralabh Sabha Granthanagava. All of the scriptures will tell you that. And it is the only birth as a human being. Sadhanadham Mokshakara Dwara Pai Najahi Paralok Samhara. It is the only birth of all of those creatures that can catapult you to the next level, to merge into oneness. But if we congratulate ourselves and say, hey, listen, I hold the most prestigious birth there is, that sometimes could be a little bit egoistic, and sometimes it could lead us around or down a wrong lane because we take things for granted. But you know something? Let us do a little reverse on that. You know? So we can reflect. And what Guruji always say? If we had done just a little bit more, not more because we bypassed 8,400,000 and we got a human birth, but if we had done just a little bit more, that little exit point that is in that karmic wheel, we would have gone through that. So why were we given this birth today? We are given this birth. Not only a birth, but even amongst men there are different categories. But you are the chosen few who are given a birth with an inclination for wanting to do good. Daddy was given a birth with an inclination to do good things. You know? And like this. So, the Lord has given us a chance to come here to close off a little 3 or 4 chapters that we left undone in the previous birth. 1 or 2 little chapters unfinished, wrap up unfinished business. That is why He put us here. Unfortunately, man comes, instead of closing the 4 chapters, he opens 35. So if we think life is difficult now, life is painful now, see what happens to us next time around. You know, like that? So what do? We have to ensure that we do those noble things. I indicated that on the funeral. I indicated that during the time I was talking to you on our Zoom calls. I said that none of us, even this morning I'm telling you, and for those of us looking at us on this live stream, I will again say, none of us can lift our hand positively 100% and say that they are going to get what Daddy got. But you know what makes it difficult? You know why I put you all on a very high pedestal this morning? You are very busy people. You know? You have commitments, you have obligations, duties, responsibilities towards everybody in the world. Everybody in Trinidad. All who comes to you, you have to serve them. You can't serve them with grief, you have to serve them with a smile. Everything goes on inside. You do your duty here, and you also do your duty when you have to do there. Unaffected from one to the other. Each of these duties are being performed, and being performed extremely well. So, as I said, none of us can say that when I pass on tomorrow, somebody will do this for me. You know what children say as is? In today's world, A dead horse could eat no grass. The old man gone already. What do you want me to do? Sleep on the ground? You want me to live a vegetarian life? You want me to do this? No, they are not going to do it. But we have priorities in life. We have crossroads in life that we have to make decisions. But you all understand something very well, that no priorities or crossroads in this life, crossroads, ever supersede doing your duty for your Father. And this that you do here, see that photo you put outside, Uncle Ray and your daddy? That is something that is meaningful. That is something it means something. Sometimes people do superficial things, The love is not there, but Papa is gone, you put a picture and you want to put a mala. Was there love? Was there respect? Was there honor before? No. So that means nothing. If there is no love, that light that you light there means nothing. But I'll tell you something today. Hindus believe that if you love someone, they will never die. If we disrespect and dishonor people, we have destroyed them even though they are alive. So I can go on and on talking and telling you about all of these things. I know that a lot have been learned over the last couple of days. So I want you to offer your prayer. And in short, you are going to say, my Lord, whatever name or form that you know him to be. Today, I do the concluding rites for Daddy. May you accept it, Bhagavan, and may you pass it on to that soul. When he looks back today, please accept all of this as our love, token of love, our token of appreciation in the form of this ritual. These rituals that we perform today is a two-part thing. This specifically is for the soul. When we step inside to do that one, that is for purification of the home, purification of you all. So tomorrow morning, full speed ahead, back to your duties, do what you have to do. Okay? So, ask him that wherever that soul is, Bhagavan, please pass on all of this offer. We do this, we call this puja. This is, as we perform this little ritual this morning, and I'll sing a bhajan or two as we go along, I want you to know that this is meant that you take away your mind from all the material things in this world. And if ever we can detach from the material world, even for the flick of a second, you make an automatic touch like this, and that is called puja. It's called a communion, called a communication with that Supreme Being. So it's not the quantity of time that we spend doing all of these things, it's the quality of time. As you sit here and many thoughts of reflections are going through your mind, I am sure you would already have done puja, because your mind was taken away from everything else and you made that connection to that Supreme Being. So I want you all to pray and ask Bhagavan Prabhu, please accept our offering, please accept our prayer. Hari Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarvastangatopiva Yasmaret Pundari Kangshe Sabhintara Suchi Swastena Indro Brihasrava Swastena Pukha Vishavedaha Swastena Starikshuru Varishtademi Swasteno Brihaspate Radhatu Prishadashva Prashanmatra Shubhagyavanu Vishnu Devayo Shagamannahi Bhadran Karne Vetre Ranga Vishtushva Satbirinu Nam Namaha Pitra Nam Puja Pitra Karam Sanskar Puja Keval Nam Pooran Nam Pitra Mahasankalpam Aham Karishye Ek Baar Bolo Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Paritya. That little silver bowl, you could put it on the side so it wouldn't disturb you. You okay with that, or you want to put the leaf crossway? Yeah. Turn it around. Take a relief. Take relief out. Okay. Aziz, you'll take this. Put a little water first. You guys touch hands, huh? Yeah, touch his leg so you wouldn't disturb his hand. Yeah. Om Namo Shvarangtaye Samurti Shastra Paraksha Shirodvahave Shastranamane Purushaya Namah Shastri Shastra Koti Yuga Dharane Namah Apavitra Pavitra Vaha Sarvastangatopi Vaya Smarit Pundari Kangshe Sabintra Suji Swastena Indro Brihasravaha Swastena Pukha Vishwavedaha Swastena Starikshuru Vadishtanemi Swasteno Brihaspate Radhatu Hari Om Parikari Patapita Pitambaram Shikakiri Kirtana Kandalam Lakutavenu Karanchala Kundaram Patutarang Nishaveshadram Bhaje Hari Om Namam Sri Pitranam Puja Pinda Puja Karishe Manu Kavana Siddharati. You're going to hold it like so. You're going to flip it over. This flat part goes there. Just as you hold it with your right hand. Hold it like so. Just want to see? Right. So when you flip it over, this falls there. Om Prathama Pinda Danam Namaha. So you hold it for that. Take the others and you keep flipping it over. Dvitya Pinda Danam Namaha. Yeah, you go ahead. Keep putting. Hari Om Namam Sri Pramatamaye Bhyo Namo Namam Pooran Nam Pita Pitra Mahasankalpam Aham Karishye Namaha Pinda Puja Manu Kamana Siddharti Maya Diyate Upatishtatam Namaha Hari Om Tatsat Bhavatu Rakshamam Sharanagataha Hari Om Narayanam Devam Govindaya Haru Hari Hari Om Namam Sri Pramatamaye Bhyo Namo Namam Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum Hari Om Namam Sri Pramatamaye Bhyo Namo Namam. Again, we will put a little water. All you have put here. Sarva Papaharang Dibhyangangeyang Nirmalang Jalam Archmaniyam Cha Mayadetam Girtam Purushotamaham Iti Archmaniyam Samarpayami Hari Om Namam Sri Pramatamaye Bhyo Namo Namam Om Najayate Mriyate Va Kadachanayam Bhutva Bhavita Bhana Bhuya Jo Nityah Shashvatoyam Purano Nanyate Hanyamane Sarire Sukadukhe Sami Kritvala Bhola Bhojaya Jayo Pinda Puja Pritakaram Sanskar Puja Manu Kamana Siddharati Om Rakshamam Sharanagataha. Now as this, I want you to put like a little chandan for each one, okay? Just touch all. Khanda Chandanam Dibhyangandharanam Shumanuharam Milepanam Surasreshaya Chandanam Prati Gritam Bhyo Namo Namam Khanda Chandanam Dibhyangandharanam Shumanuharam Milepanam Om Surasreshaya Chandanam Prati Gritam Iti Chandanam Samarpayami. We symbolically give them clothing. Veda Sukta Samayuktam Yagasama Samanvite Sarvaranam Prade Devo Namuvasi Pratigirtam Pitranam Puja Namaha Keval Nam Maha Sankalpam Aham Karishye Namaha Pooran Nam Pitra Maha Sankalpam Mayadiyate Upatishtatam Namaha Veda Sukta Samayuktam Yagasama Samanvite Sarvaranam Prade Devo Namuvasi Pratigirtam Hari Om आमुहं पुंडरीकाक्षं नरसिंहजयसूरणं ऋषिकेशं जगन्नाथं बागीश्वर प्रदायकं सगुणं च गुणातीतं जानकी बलवं हरिं प्रणमामि सदा भक्तनारदाय मतापरं दुर्गमे भीष्मे घोरे शत्रुभिः परिपीडिते निस्तारे उत्तमाणे वानिष्टारे भययुच नामनीसानि तङ्कृष्वैष्यन्ति फलमाप्मयात् हरि ओम श्री पितृकर्म पूजा पितॄणां पूजा नमः नारायणं देवं गोविन्दाय हरो हरिभ्यो नमो नमः कुमकुमं कामना सुशोभितं मया रण्डे प्रतच प्रयागतिम् ओम इति कुमकुम समर्पयामि हरि ओम न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता भान भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. As you make these offerings, please sing a little bhajan. Today is Sunday morning. This bhajan that I sing is a bhajan that our foreparents sang time immemorial. It says, O sun, O Surya Dev, just as you come out every morning and erase all darkness from this world, so in my life and each and everybody's life, erase all problems, difficulties, pain and suffering, and also may Keval attain oneness with that Supreme Being as we perform Shraddha today. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, बोलो ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे भगवन, राह दिखा दे भटक रहे. This is seeds for them. कदम कदम पर किरण विचारे भगवन किरण विचारे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे. ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान, आज अंधेरे में है हम. ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. हम तो है संतान तिहारे प्रभु, संतान तिहारे. हम तो है संतान तिहारे प्रभु, संतान तिहारे. तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी प्रभु है हम अधिकारी. दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी. ऐसा दे वरदान, ऐसा दे वरदान. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, बोलो ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. As I come to you today, O Bhagavan Krishna, please take me in your arms. लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, लोचन मन में जगे न हो तो, युगल चरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम. मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम. जीवन देखे जाल बिछाया, रच के माया नाचन चाया, नाचन चाया। चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेंगी, चिंता मेरी तभी मिटेंगी, जब चिंतन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। तुमने लाखों पापी तारे, Holy Fairy. Others take flowers and decorate the bedi. Any colors, any amount, you go ahead and put. Mere bari bazi hare, bazi hare, mere pasan पुण्य की पूंजी, मेरे पासन पुण्य की पूंजी, पद पूजन में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। राम हे राम, राम हे राम, धर धर अटको, धर धर भटको, कहाँ कहाँ अपना सिर पटको, इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको राम, हे राम, इस जीवन में मिलो न तुमको, मुझे मरण में ले लो राम, ले लो राम, मुझे अपनी शरण में ले लो राम। All the flowers that we put, make it sweet smelling. Use up one. Use it up here. Now we do a little arti. So we're going to take this one, I like to judges. We're going around like this. Around 5 times, huh? Yeah, let me light it first. Om Sajang Chavarti Saniyuktam Bhayanari Utang Maya Deepangrahana Devesha Trailokyam Timirapaham Rakshavam Sharanagataha. Om Shantakarang Bhujagashainam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Birdhyanagam Bande Vishnu Bhaubhaiharanam Sarvalokekanathanam Kyopavitam Paramam Pavitram Bardomasisam Sahajam Purushtat Ayushubram Pratimun Shubram Yagyopavitam Balamastu Tejaya Iti Yagyopavitananam Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaram Hari Om Namam Sri Pramatamaye Bhyo Namo Namam Kalashe Mukhe Vishnu Kante Rudre Samasritaha Bodhitasyastu Brahma Matre Matagana Sagara Dhimahi Vasundara Rigved Ayurved Sambira Dharmanhamiti Kalasha Devata Namaha Om Namam Sri Ambe Ambalika Ambalikayam Pallava Sthapitam Namaha. Put this on top of that. Yeah. Good. Pull the leaves and make them equal, sort of. Just the leaves, yeah. Okay. Straighten the dia up. Just the dia itself, straighten it. Yeah. Let's say a prayer to Mother Lakshmi. Hari Om. Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Mukti Mukti Pradayini Mantramurti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Sukha Sampada Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepajutir Namostute. Ek baar bolo Sri Mahalakshmi Mata ki jai. Put flowers around the kalsa. Put like, take from that. Put here, up. Correct. That's it. Put the rest on the bottom, husband. Put a coin for each one. Om Hiranyagarve Samartagre Bhutaschata Pratyekayase Saradhar Pradvingham Temam Kashme Divaya Abhishavidemam Dev Namo Namaham Manukamana Siddharati Karabhavantu Rakshamam Namaha. So, you have to scoop a little bit, like this. So we put for all. Okay? Yes. Start it. Pull after that. Sharkara Khanda Khadyani Tadhi Chiragatanisha Harang Bhakta Bhojancha Naivedyang Pratikirtam. Om Sharkara Khanda Khadyani Tadhi Chiragatanisha. Little bit sweet with all the sugar and everything and dahi, but it's nutritious, you know. Just have to make sure we keep all the offerings less than 100 calories. Good. All the leaves that we just put a piece of sohari and so. Sharkara Khanda Khadyani Tadhi Chiragatanisha Harang Bhakta Bhojang Naivedyang Pratikirtam Naivedyam Mayadiyate Upatishtatam Harihi Om Sri Pitranam Puja Pitra Karam Sanskar Puja Puran Keval Nam Pita Pitra Mahasankalpa Maham Karishye Rakshamam Sharanagataha. So, we'll have to go through the process again of water. After food, you give them water. Om Saratirat Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalang Jalam Archmaniyam Chalmayadetam Girtam Parameshwaram Iti Archmaniyam Samarpayami Bhev Namo Namaham Rakshamam Namaha. Lavankar Pur Saniyuktam, yeah, put one each, then you'll put these. Tabulang Sar Pujitam Pratyagrahana Devesha Mama Shaukham Vardayam. Hari Om Namam Sri Paramatamaye Namo Namah. Parikari Patapita Pitambaram Shiga Kiritana Kirtana Kandalam Lakudavenu Karanchala Kundaram Patutarang Nishaveshadaram Bhaje Gita Ganga Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahm Vidya Brahmalli Tri Sandhya Mukta Gehini Arthamatra Shidayananda Bhavanini Bhainashini Vedatri Parananta Tatvartha Jnana Manjari Hari Om Tatsat Bhavatu Rakshamam Sharanagataha Pindakaram Puja Pitranam Puja Namaha Mahasankalpam Aham Karishe Namaha Jatasya Hi Dhruvam Mrityur Dhruvam Janama Mritasya Chaha Arun Mata Varun Pita Shandil Gotra Pavakanam Agani Puja Sapitam Kara Bhavantu Agani Devaya Bhyo Namo Namaham. Alright, so we had to put a little ghee into the fire. She could put it, it's fine, you know. Yes. You do it, Betty. Make sure you put it here so that it doesn't out, okay? Prajapati Swaha. Idam Prajapati Idam Nama. Indraya Swaha. Indraya Idam Nama. Agane Swaha. Idam Agane Idam Nama. Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idam Nama. Yamaya Swaha. Idam Yamaya Idam Nama. Mrityave Swaha. Idam Mrityave Idam Nama. Brahmane Swaha. Idam Brahmane Idam Nama. Lomabhya Swaha. Idam Lomabhyo Idam Nama. Tvase Swaha. Idam Tvase Idam Nama. Lohitaye Swaha. Idam Lohitaye Idam Nama. Medobhya Swaha. Idam Medobhyo Idam Nama. Mamesbhya Swaha. Idam Mamesbhyo Idam Nama. Snayabhya Swaha. Idam Snayabhyo Idam Nama. Astibhya Swaha. Idam Astibhyo Idam Nama. Majibhya Swaha. Idam Majibhyo Idam Nama. Payave Swaha. Idam Payave Idam Nama. Right? We make one offering, repeating what is called the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is called the mother of all mantras. So just in case we have forgotten to call one, we don't have the time to call it, this sort of covers everything. Okay? Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Again. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om. Put it there. Put some gold. Say Om. Pooran Nam Pita Pitra Swadha. Om Pooran Nam Pita Pitra Swadha. Om Pooran Nam Pita Pitra Swadha. Good. Water again. Sarvatira Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalang Dalam Mashmaniyam Cha Maya Detam Girtam Purushotamaham Iti Ashmaniyam Namaha. Amuham Pundarikaksham Darsinghai Jachisudanam Rishikesham Jagannatham Bhageshwar Bardayakam Sagunam Shagunatitam Janaki Balavam Harim Pranamami Sana Bhakta Naraday Mataparam Durgame Bhishame Gori Shatru Bhi Paripirite Nistare Utamadeva Nistare Bhayucha Namani Sanitam Krishvaishan Tingfalam Apmayat Om. Let me see that bowl there. Just take the cover off. Let me see what you have in there. Okay, good. Put it there. Kind of repeat of what some of the stuff that you did for the shaving. Okay? So you're going to scoop it. Scoop with your right hand. Take a little bit so it doesn't make a mess all over. All of this is to appease the soul, Krishna and Krishna Bhagavan. Okay, I have more. सुर की गति मैं क्या जानूं, एक भजन करना जानूं, अर्थ भजन का भी अति गहरा, उसको भी मैं क्या जानूं, प्रभु 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 करना जानूं, नैना जल भरना जानूं, सुर की गति मैं क्या जानूं, एक भजन करना जानूं, गुण गाए प्रभु न्याय न छोरा, फिर क्यों तुम गुण गाती है, मैं भूला मैं प्रेम दीवाना, इतनी बातें क्या जानूं, सुर की गति मैं क्या जानूं, एक भजन करना जानूं, एक भजन करना जानूं, एक भजन करना जानूं. Well, as you have completed the part here. Open your hand. Take some pity. Well, we have reached a point here today. And everything that you have done, I have done so far. Your final prayer that you are saying, Bhagavan, through the medium, thinking of the physical form that you are known to be your father. I want you to pray today. Think of that form in front of you. And next to him is the Lord Bhagavan Sri Krishna. As you are saying in your mind, Papa, Daddy, whatever you called him. If in any way you needed me at any time, I was unavailable for whatever the reason, I am saying today that please I seek forgiveness for all of this. Wherever you are, please accept this as an offering of true love. Hari Om. He Rama Purushottama Narahare Narayanaye Keshava Govinda Gardhwaja Gunanidhe Damodaram Madhavam. He Krishna Kamalapate Yarupate Sitapate Sripate वैकुण्ठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि माम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः गीता गंगा च गायत्री सीता सत्या सरस्वती ब्रह्म विद्या ब्रह्मवल्ली त्रिसंध्या मुक्तगेहिनी अर्धमात्रा चिदायनन्दा भवगणी भयनाशिनी वीरत्रिपरायणन्ता तत्त्वार्थज्ञानमञ्जरी ॐ श्री अनाधिनिधनो देवा शङ्खचक्रगदाधर अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्षं प्रेतमोक्षप्रदो भव Say Baba, Om, Ram Nam, Satya Hai. Just sprinkle it over here, all over. Very hold here, Betty. Others hold in middle. Yeah, no, just this side alone. Leave that one. You hold here. We're gonna just hold it over and double it right in front of you there. Right. So now I want you to take these off, put it here. You could take those, and so we'll just see these, you know. If anything blocking you from seeing it, just move it as well. So you're going to hold it like so, and you're going to cut it down. Just keep on doing it like this. So you'll make 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nice. Take that thali for me. Right, keep it in front of you. Put it right there. Right. Take this one and put it there. Oh yeah, okay. So watch me. Next to this one, you're going to take one from here, put it there, skip 2, take another one, put it there. 1, okay, skip 2, take 1. Right, this bit now, squeeze it and make it to one little ball and leave it on one side. Yeah, you can use both hands if you want. Pull it up and make it into a nice ball. Right. Take this now, put it there. Take 1, skip 1. This one. Take 1, skip 1 here. This one, this one. Right, put all together. And all the paying attention. See all the paying attention. Right, leave that on the side there. This one now. Good. So you have 3 parts there. We are this that we are today are the result of what we did in the past. We are this that we are today, result of what we did in the past. And we are going to be tomorrow what we do with this self of ours today. Join all of those karmas together. Make one ball. Okay? So you have to hold it up in your hand. Keep your two thumb fingers up, and you have to keep looking at Baba now. So, as I said, faith we have in all that we are doing, but let us say everything that your part did, just in case, and everything that you all are doing now and have done, if that is still not enough to merge him into oneness with Bhagwan, and let us say he has to come back again. So our belief, we call it like reincarnation, janam janam ke phere. If he has to come back again, in your mind, you have to reflect on how do you want him to come. You want him to come, first off, with a physical structure where there is no deformities. First, the ability to see. So with your two hands like thumb fingers like this, touch here, close to your eyes, and say with me, Om Netram Netram, Om Sotram Sotram. Oh, Sotram is the air, sorry. Sotram Sotram. Nostrils, Nasika Nasika. Mouth, Mukha. Throat, Kantha. Chest, Hridayam. Navel, Nabhi. Touch your shoulders, Bahu, Palavastu, Sridnivaya. Touch your head. Okay? After coming now, no physical deformities. We want him to be in a home where he will never suffer for anything. That's why when you give a siddha and you give certain gifts, you are praying for three things. I'll tell you colloquially so you can understand what Baba is saying. We call roti, kapra or makan. Roti means may he never suffer for many meals, always have something to eat. Kapra is clothing, makan means shelter. Okay? So, with this prayer that you have done, I want you now, beta, take that blue bucket and put it here. Hold it here so it wouldn't fall. Right, keep your hand on it, keep your hand so it wouldn't fall down. Move that hand so. Right, you could hold it with your hand, but just leave the space open. Put it in there, as is. Touch his hand. Take your time and correct. Thank God you have the holiday, you know. Dolly is not acolyte for. It pretty much melt out. Yeah, it should be okay. All the pressure is any boy, you know. Wash your hand there. Okay, good. Wipe your hand, beta. Use this. Make it nice and clean. All right. Just hand auntie in the back there. All right. So as this, we're going to stand, and your son will offer the water, and I'll tell you. So when you stand here, you'll be facing south. So the first set of offerings will be towards the east, right? So facing south with your hand like this, open it. And when I keep repeating the prayer, you're just going to tilt your hand like this and let it fall through thumb and index finger going towards the east. Then you will do west, which is so. So you do the same, you'll just tilt your hand this way, it will come through here. Right? North, you'll just flip your hand backwards a little bit, so it will come through here. And south, forward. Okay, all goes over there. So, Dolly, I wonder what we could do to get this straight a little bit so the water ain't go fall outside. We have a little stake like or something. Could put. Yeah. See if you could put this now. Yeah. Put all together and we just tie them up, going up to it. Hello. Oh, you're getting straight already, man. So you could just be doing the offering, right? You want to do it? Oh, here, come. So you'll be pouring this in Daddy's hand like really slow. Okay? Because I don't want it too messy. The one towards the east is called Deva Tarpan. Yeah. This one. I'm going to set you up good so you can move this. Are you okay there? Yeah, go ahead, beta. Offer it slowly. Let it keep falling. Om. And start. Brahma Tripyantam. Vishnu Tripyantam. Indra Tripyantam. Prajapati Tripyantam. Devasya Tripyantam. Chandramasi Tripyantam. Vedasya Tripyantam. Rishaya Tripyantam. Acharya Tripyantam. Gandharva Tripyantam. Devasya Tripyantam. Om. Okay. Now you're coming towards this side. Rishi. Maharishi Tripyantam. I'm going to start falling, eh? Yeah? Maharishi Tripyantam. Atri Muni Tripyantam. Angira Muni Tripyantam. Pulasta Muni Tripyantam. Valaha Muni Tripyantam. Vasishta Muni Tripyantam. Om Brigu Tripyantam. Narad Muni Tripyantam. Okay? Now, yeah. Nice. Om Sanak Tripyantam. Sananda Tripyantam. Sanatan Tripyantam. Kapila Muni Tripyantam. Om. Okay? Right, towards the south now. Are you ready? Okay, this one now goes for go ahead. Yamaya Tripyantam, Dharmarajaya Tripyantam, Vritive Tripyantam, Antakaya Tripyantam, Vaivastaraya Tripyantam, Kalaya Tripyantam, Sarvbhutikshaya Tripyantam, Udamparaya Tripyantam, Dadhinaya Tripyantam, Nilaya Tripyantam, Parmeshwari Tripyantam, Vakrudaya Tripyantam, Chitraya Tripyantam, Chitraguptaya Tripyantam. Idam Stalam Tasmai Swadha Namaha. Offer the rest of the water and the root. Here, just take this and just throw it on your hand. This is clean water, so you could wash out your hands. Right in there. Good, beta. Take out the rings of your finger, open it and put it in there. Okay. Yeah. Put it right in there. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinan tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Bolo Sri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu Anadinidhano Deva Shankar Chakra Garadhara Akshaya Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Pradobhava. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam. Good. I want to let it go. Wash all your hands, sprinkle water over your head and so freshen up a little bit. Try not to talk to anybody. And when you take a little 3, 4, 5, whatever time you want, then you come and sit there. Okay? एक बार बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की Jai. I want you all to say Jai because Jai means victory. Okay? एक बार बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की Jai Sharanam Prabhu. So, this part of the ceremony reminds us that come tomorrow morning we get back to our normal duties. So this reading of the Gita and praying to Bhagavan Sri Krishna, lighting of the Kalash and doing Gaudi Ma puja, and so we are purifying the home, purifying members of the home, and as I said, it is in essence the concluding rites that we have to do for Daddy. Okay? On a monthly basis, there are small things that we'll have to do, and coming close to the 11-month period. So I just give you a quick 2-minute synopsis on how this go. Why do you do an 11-month prayer? As I indicated, the last thing I said as we were closing up there, just in case he has to come again, okay? His karma will now determine what does that fit. It fits a home, fits a family, and everything fine-tuned. As previously, our karmas placed us in a certain home with certain parents and siblings and all of these things. So too, if he has to come, he has to be a place and circumstance and so environment and so has to be established. We believe that that process takes about 2 months. And after that, conception will take place, and then 9 months after conception, a rebirth will come. So 9 months plus 2 months is 11 months. So during that period, we again will do what we are doing here. So we are saying, Papa, when you are coming, just as I told you what we wish for there, we wish you the same again. Come, you may not be born in our home or whatever, but wherever you are, just for who you were, to sum it up in just a small line, just for who you were, we want you to enjoy the same again. His simplicity, his humility, his kindness, irreplaceable. We have lost a veritable institution in this gentleman, an entire institution where if we, what can I say, his life was written down in golden pages. I have said it many times over the last, from Christmas to now, that he knew nothing else but work is worship. He worked hard, worked extremely hard. A guy who was a visionary. He always thinking all the time. What next, what next, what next? You know? But for him, not much. Better life for my family, better life for my children, grandchildren, all of these went there. So, if